What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back to the channel. We are here to break down yet another excellent episode of The Acolyte. Ryan, I know you told me it was a 10 out of 10 for you yesterday.
Yeah, the wide angle shots I was amazed by, bro. It was so good. The cinematography was amazing. Just pure cinema. Loved it.
Yeah.
I was blind when I was watching it as well because I didn't see an absolute thing that I just said I saw.
Yeah. I just don't know anymore. I really don't. This is the worst episode. I still don't think it was worse than 3, but like nothing happened. Nothing
happens at all. Nothing happens. I agree.
I continue to wonder, why are we making this show 25 minutes long? It's not even enough. I mean, dude, all it is just, I don't even know, man. I don't even know how to feel about this because I hate it so much. But now that we've watched 6 of these stupid episodes, and I mean, gosh, this episode made last week's look really good, and I didn't like that one either. I just don't know. It's so funny, man, because when you go back to episodes 1 and 2, we were both kind of like, okay, I see, it's cool, it's slow burn, it's fine, and I don't know. Are we ever going to learn anything? Like, it's 8 episodes. Like, they revealed the Sith last week, which everybody in America knew. As much as
and in Scotland, bro, it wasn't like it was just you guys. Everyone in Scotland.
Everybody in the world. I do apologize. Yes. Stevie Wonder said it was the best episode that he has seen. So,
good to see you, Poppin.
Yeah. What's up, Poppin? I don't know, man. I just very frustrated. Like, it's funny. The episode ended, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had more to say. I just think it's so boring. And the dialogue is still cringy, and now we're talking about
the funniest episode.
Well, there were some pretty funny parts, I'll be honest with you.
In the aftermath, it was the funniest episode so far. I was an optimistic acolyte at the start of this, and now I have just completely lost all faith in this show. It is a complete and utter meme. That's all I see it as. I don't go into next week thinking that our redemption is going to be given to everyone. It's not. It's just going to make it worse.
I just don't even know. Like, you can't even predict because, like, dude, nobody predicted what we just saw yesterday. Like, dude, we saw someone get naked in Star Wars. He got naked. Like, are we watching like Twilight?
Just going to
that's what it reminded me.
I'm just going to keep looking down and enjoying the stream, guys.
Yeah, just look down and enjoy the stream. It's fine. Man, it's unbelievable now that we yeah, I just gotta read it. That laser sword whip is so cool. Yeah, man, that was awesome. That was about a second. That was $39 million out of the 180 to make that scene, I guess. So
yeah, dude, I was counting the money up during the question episode, wasn't I? I was going, that's about 50 million shot there just for CGI.
You bring in a laser sword, lightsaber whip, light whip, whatever you want to call it. You use it to kill a bug. She doesn't even look at it. It looks horrible on screen. I did not like the way it looked. It's funny. It looked better on the trailer, I thought. It was so
maybe we'll
weird.
See it again.
I don't know. It was really weird for me. I was like laughing when I watched the first time, and second time I rolled my eyes. I just don't like. I know it's lore. Well, they brought it in from lore. I love how they choose what they want to bring in now. It's so stupid, but
the one thing I've liked that they did with the lightsabers this show is when he threw it through the woods. I remember doing that in games, and it was cool seeing that in this show. So that was cool.
Yeah, and the Inquisitors did that in Rebels as well. And the only thing with that,
they kind of flew away on helicopters with those things.
They did that. Yeah, that was a little cheesy, but again, it's a cartoon, so you're gonna get a little different things in there. I'm glad we didn't see that in Kenobi because then, gosh, that would have been really bad. But but you're talking about the tree scene, and I think we touched on this briefly last week. But like the trees fall the wrong way. It's just horrible editing. I don't know. Yeah, and you are correct, sir. I don't know, man. I don't even know how much we could break down. I mean, we'll go through this thing, I guess.
We'll do the best.
Let me pull it up. I don't know. I have at least I did create a small game that we could play later. I don't know. Let me pull this show up. I love it too. Dude. I go
just look at how deflated Headless looks right now. He's a Star Wars.
Dude, I am deflated.
And look how deflated he is. And it's horrible to see. It really is, you know?
Yeah. Dude, I love it too because I go to Disney Plus. It doesn't even come up. Like, it's not even like the first thing they mention. That's how bad it is. Ah, here it is. All right, let's see. Yes, episode 6, Teach / Corrupt. Yes, a lot of teachings in this episode. All right, so we the previous episode we saw all the Jedi die. I know you guys all cried. Like, I know, I get it. Everybody
still
cried.
Can't get over Jord. Can't get over. We lost Jord. We lost Jord.
You know what's really dumb about this too? Like, we called this back in episode, I think it was 1, or it might have been 1 or 2. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen now. Dude, it's so obvious. I just feel like a mystery isn't supposed to be this obvious, you know? Here, let me pull it up. There we go. All right, so like, okay, so here we go. Right, the tattoo. Like, it was so obvious when they showed it. Like, oh, obviously that's gonna have to come into play at some point, you know, and whatever. Okay, so anyways, so Osha, remember Osha was they switched, or May switched them at the end of the last episode. So Osha is on some planet that's called the Unknown Planet, apparently, because we're not allowed to give planet names on anymore. This is such a secret that they got there. And it's funny because later in the episode, we see Soul. He's still leaving Kanaka's world. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. So, but they're already here. It's next morning. So Soul was just, what was Soul doing all night long then? Please tell me, what was he doing? That these people already went, they slept. Some people were actually getting ready for a bath and everything. And
I don't know what he was doing, bro. I think the floor when we saw inside, the floor was very shiny when we saw inside the ship. I do remember watching that in the episode, and the floor was very shiny. So maybe he was cleaning. He must have just been cleaning the floor because it was very, very shiny.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad he didn't waste his time because at least it's something that needed to be done. Maybe I don't know. Dude, awful. But anyways, she wakes up. And she's wondering where in the world she is. I like how she just drinks this whatever. She just trusts everybody, I guess. I know she sniffed. It just sniffs. You can see right there, sniffs. We get a lot of sniffing in this episode. We get a lot of sniffing actually. So she leaves the cave, and we all think right away, oh look, it's Octo, however you pronounce it. And okay, cool. So maybe we'll have some kind of link between this and the sequels to make sense of something. And no, at the beginning of at the actual beginning of the episode, it literally tells us it's an unknown planet. I don't know if I can get to it.
Do you know why that is? Because she's happy to absolutely take a big dump on George Lucas's work, but she won't touch the Disney stuff that came before it.
Yep.
So that's what it is. She won't touch that stuff because she's respecting the boundary lines there, but feels like she's happy to just absolutely take a dump on George's stuff. And that's why this place isn't called what we expect it to be called.
Yep. So yeah, this is Unknown Planet. Now I did see another YouTuber out there. I wish I could give the person credit. I just don't remember the name. But somebody did come up with the idea that this is a planet we saw back in the 2D I think it was a 2D Clone Wars series, and it is a planet where you can find Cortorsis. Is that what it is? Is that how you say it? Cortorsis? Yeah. So this is where. So that's why he's here, because that's where he can find that material. I don't know.
That makes sense. He was working on the helmet in the cave. That makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of liked it when I saw that. So. So anyway, she is at the unknown planet, And then she, out of nowhere, dude, I love this. And we have these little anteater guys too. So if you need to buy some toys for Christmas for the kids, you could pick up a pair of these guys. Look how cute they are. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Okay, more toys. Good. And then out of nowhere, dude, she's staring. Let me see if I can play it. So she's staring at the ship that's across this other separate little island. And then out of nowhere, dude, you just see this dude walking. Like, where'd he come from? He didn't see her? Like, how? She just magically appeared? Like, is this Harry Potter? Point, yeah. Did he have an invisible cloak on? Like, what? Like, out of nowhere, you don't see any kind of cave, dude.
Oh, no, he levitated down from the mountain. We've seen him do it the other day in the trees. He levitated down, bro. You just missed it.
This is true, because if you guys did not know, we do float now. They float now. So, yeah, I guess he levitated down maybe. And for some reason, he didn't see her, or at least he plays it off like he doesn't see her. I don't know.
I thought she was looking out for the Thunderbird ship. You remember Thunderbirds? She looked like she was looking out. I was waiting for the green rocket to come out the back of that thing out of the ocean she was looking at. It's a really bad episode. Nothing happens, guys.
Yeah, I like, we're like, okay, so we're gonna keep going because we're going to be almost in like 10 minutes. All right, so she, like, there's a creepy scene here. Where is that creepy scene? She's like staring at him behind a rock, dude. Or is that okay? That's later in the episode. All right, so we have Soul, and he's just reporting that everyone's dead. Basically, his whole crew is dead. He's beat up, and that's basically what he does here. And then May,
but they don't hear him because there's communication issues, so they don't quite get the message.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes, it goes off, and then May, she's sneaking up with a knife, and she's about to kill him. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, hey, can you check these? What does he say? He's like, oh, here, fly the ship for a second, or take the ship for a minute, because yeah." And I don't even know what he goes and do. He goes and punches a table or something. I know that. And she's about to kill him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it." Stupid. Okay, whatever. And he doesn't.
Must be Sunday.
Yeah, supposedly he doesn't know who that is. So yeah, there's May, and now he's gonna punch. He's crying. He's all very upset because he lost all of our favorite Star Wars characters. Like, I know you love them all. Like, I know what kind of George fan you are. You have his poster hanging on your wall. Don't say you don't.
I do. I acknowledge you, George.
Yep. Looks delicious when covered in barbecue sauce. Oh, he's talking about the little creature. Dan, you talking about the creature?
You're still talking about George.
I thought, or are you talking about Jord? Because it could be either one. We're not sure. Anyway, so he's gonna punch the table because he's all mad and upset. I don't know. I don't know when it is, dude. I watched this episode 3 times. It's unbelievable. So I decided to watch it with Lady Stoneheart today. I wake up this morning and she's like, so how was Acolyte? I'm like, oh my god, it was like a 10 out of 10. It was so good. And she's like, "Are we gonna watch it?" I'm like, "Yeah, throw it on." I watched it twice already. Oh my god, dude! I'm just making fun of it the whole time. So he punches a table that we apparently missed.
Look at the floor; so clean. He must have been cleaning it all day,
dude. This is one shiny floor, and then we have our boy right here. He might be the best character in the show. We have. I'm sorry. Did I call him a boy? He's a they. That's my fault. I apologize. Basil is the they, and Basil's like, he's feeling bad. He's all upset, and he's gonna go try to work on the Pip because Pip was like, his head came off or something. I don't know. Anyways, we go back to Smilo over here, and Smilo's looking cool. He's got his ninja getup on. Yeah, he's looking good. He's got his. Dude, I thought he was gonna go fight like Ralph Macchio or something. You know, looking for Daniel LaRusso in that outfit. I don't know. But apparently he's going for a swim, and look at this. We get to see the lightsaber cuts. Look at that. And
this is
watch.
Disney, guys.
Yeah. And then she's just creeping on him, like, "What's going on, bro?" Oh yeah. Like, he's just getting naked. He's just gonna get naked. He's gonna go right in the water, dude. He's gonna go skinny dipping. You know, that's cool. It's Star Wars. This is for kids, remember? So yeah, and but
the director watched a certain show on Sunday.
Yep, possibly. You're a better person than me, Headless. I watched it once and was half asleep, and that was good enough for me. Yeah, I know. I watched it, and then I watched it with Ryan again because I wanted to see his reaction, and then I watched it with my wife this morning. And but it's pretty cool because tomorrow I actually got secret footage again. So I have a behind the scenes look, and actually, spoiler alert, but I actually have an interview with Leslie Hudlin herself. Check in for that tomorrow. It'll be posted. It's good. It's inside looks at the episode. So I special interview with her. So make sure you guys check that out tomorrow. Looks like the scars were from a laser sword whip. It's a good point there. I kind of like it. I did not notice that, Ryan. Did you notice that? What do you think?
No, I wasn't looking at. I wasn't looking at the back. I was looking away from the screen at this point. But I
want to see the back again. Huh? I'm liking the way. I'm actually liking that. Look at that. It does kind of look like a whip.
Okay,
good job, guys. So what was that? Okay, so episode 4, right? When we gave our predictions about who we thought this guy was, I think you said your highest percentage was him. I said low, but I also said I thought that it was going to be Venestra, and I stand by that. Even after the reveal, I'm like, there's no way that this dude is the big bad. It's going to be Venestra, and what I'm hoping for is the only way this show makes any darn sense is if we get Tanabis or Plagueis, and he just wipes them both out because they're trying to be fake dark side users. They're like trying to bring back the Sith or something like that. And Plagueis or Tanabis is like, yeah, no, and he just slices them down. And I don't know what they're going to do with Kai Munde. I don't know.
I want to take bets on what episode it gets to when Headless finally gives up the Plagueis and Tenebris thing, because you haven't got many episodes left, bro, and you're still clinging on to that to save your hope for this show, and it's going to get more and more to where there's only one episode left and we haven't seen these guys yet. So I'll take bets on what episode we get to when Headless just loses it.
Dude, it's the only way to save the show. Yes,
it's not going to get saved, bro. It's not going to get saved.
This is a great. I'm actually going to ask her that tomorrow. So I'll try to ask her.
With the ending shot of this episode, where they absolutely took the God's honest piss out of Star Wars, you are not getting what you expect to get. This is a comedy show. This is all this is.
Oh God. Okay, so
and I'm not joking,
dude. And I love how he's talking like this whole episode. Dude, the dialogue is so awful. It's just so awful. I can't even deal, man. I can't believe that this is what they're doing with Star Wars. It's so depressing to me. I don't know. Anyways, he's gonna go take a dip, and she's gonna creep up, and she sees the lightsaber, and she's like, "Oh, here, let me hold it." And then he senses who it is, and he now knows it's not really May, it's Osha, and all that good stuff.
No question: is a lightsaber electricity?
I mean, it's powered through a kyber crystal. So I don't think it's electricity. I mean, did they have batteries? I don't know, dude. I don't remember.
I had the thought when she was holding this. I was like, if you ignite the lightsaber and put the end of it in the water, does that electrify the water?
I mean, I don't know if
that was what I was thinking. Maybe Leslie, if you're listening, maybe you could do that next week. Somebody, if anyone can answer that question for me, who has any other law knowledge, or I don't know if it's actually electricity or not.
It's really a good question. Here, I'm going to type it in the Google. What happens? I'm trying to think. Have we ever seen that in Star Wars where they try to put a lightsaber?
Says no, it does not.
Okay. When a lightsaber enters water.
Never seen an underwater lightsaber fight.
All right, so in Star Wars, a lightsaber's plasma energy reacts with oxygen in the air when ignited outside of water, creating a humming sound. Okay. When submerged under... Oh, yeah, we did. You know what, dude? Yeah, the lightsaber won't... Well, you're talking about just the blade, though.
Yeah, just put the blade in the water and electrocute it, and maybe you could have killed him while he was having his little bathe.
Because if you remember back in the Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan try to ignite their sabers when they get out of the water after they get chased by the giant fish and all that. Isn't that the episode we
when
see?
they leave the Gungan City? When they leave the Gungan City, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I remember them trying to spark it and it doesn't go off because of the water.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was the Phantom Menace, if I'm remembering correctly. There's not
but
much.
Again, that's the hilt being submerged, so and the crystal and all that. I just
right.
That's you can put the blade in.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's another question for another day, I guess.
Here, I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna put lightsaber blade and see if we get.
Poppin says they don't have the money. They don't have the water money in the budget for next week. Sorry, Ryan. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. It says a lightsaber blade that is submerged underwater without special modifications will short out and it may need minor repairs. But again, this is such a generic answer. So I don't know. It says it will short out still, so you can't. But so why in Rise of Skywalker when Kylo and Rey are fighting with all that rain and water splashing, their sabers never shorted out. Maybe it wasn't enough water. Maybe it wasn't enough water.
I like that fight. It's one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. I believe Kid Fisto used his underwater in the Clone Wars TV show.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we get this. This is awesome, and then we get the big reveal. So we get yes, he's coming out of the water. He's like, oh, if you're not gonna come in with me, then I guess I'll get out and use my towel. And I already missed it. I think it's hard to catch, but fortunately for everybody in the chat, I do have this.
Remember, this is Disney, guys.
Yeah. I'll play it twice because it's quick.
The light that you shine can't be seen, baby.
Oh yeah, she's looking right there. She's looking. Let's do it again.
The light that you shine can't be seen, baby.
So yeah, so we caught her. We caught her red-handed, and she's looking at his junk, bro. It's Star Wars for kids. Remember, for kids.
She was just doing what we all did on Sunday night with Aegon. Amon, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. And then she acts like she's gonna kill him, and no. And they talk, and it's a bunch of BS. So back on the ship, she's still sitting in that chair, and Saul comes back, and he gives her some weird ass hug. Like, how weird was the hug? It just seems so. It just seems so unnatural. It was awful. I was like, what? Like, what are we watching? So it gives her a hug.
I would say, do you not use any of your Jedi powers to know that this is not her? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. And so he asked her to go fix the ship because I think the lights go out or something. He's about to tell her something, and the lights go out, and then she has to go fix the ship apparently because I don't know I'm not sure what he's gonna go do. He's probably gonna go maybe he's gonna go sweep the floor now. I don't know, but he's got bigger fish to fry apparently. So he's gonna go do that, and she's gonna go down to the basement area. And then she's going to find our actually, wait a minute. Did we bounce back first? Yes, we bounced back. So before she gets to the bottom of the ship, we get to see Vanestra. And she's talking to some guy about a senator, or she's talking to the senator about some guy. What was that dude's name? Like Razor Claw or Ravenclaw, or I don't know, dude.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was like Ravenclaw. But then we have another super Jedi that walked in. I mean, this guy, dude, look at this guy. Listen.
Yeah, you're going to need to tell me who he is.
What'd you say?
You're going to have to tell me who he is. I have no idea who this guy is. I know
you don't know who this is?
Him, so. No, bro, I haven't got a clue. You were super hyped. I was like, who is this dude?
Dude, this is Jedi Mog. And listen. Mog. Jedi Mog. And he is a super Jedi. Now, if you had your choice, you want him to defend you or Jedi Hot Pie? Who you picking?
Oh, I've never had the chance to sample the delicacies of Jedi Mog, though. Like,
Yeah,
pot pie makes a great pie.
he does make a good pie. Chat, what are we doing? You guys want Jedi Mog to protect you, or Jedi Hot Pie? Do you guys remember who Jedi Hot Pie is? I don't know if I still have that image up here. I think it was giving me nightmares, so I deleted it. Yeah, Jedi Hot Pie. They really didn't strain their brain on this one, because here you go.
What is it, Mog?
We received a distress call from Master Soul.
What are you?
I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
So they are showing how creative they are. This is how creative Star Wars is. That we have to go to Spaceballs to get some information and get names now. Oh my gosh. Brutal.
It sticks with the theme of let's just absolutely ridicule all the classic Star Wars things that people love. It just does that.
You walk in the wheelchair to protect me.
Is that Brad Stark
over Jedi Mog or Jedi Hot Pie? Jeez, oh man, that's hilarious. Chat, you're crushing it tonight. So we have this super Jedi. He's fan. I want to see a spinoff, Mog and Hot Pie, and yes, I want to see them, and I want to see their own. I want them to be in their own show. That'd be just awesome. All right. Anyways, so this dude comes and he learns that she's the one who sent Soul to basically take his team and get slaughtered, and now they're gonna head down there together. And that dude is super annoying. So they get to have another little talk, and she starts talking about how what used to be a Jedi, and he goes, "This is an interesting line." He does say it was a really long time ago, so he doesn't deny that he was in the Jedi Order, and that's what makes me. That at least gives me a little bit of interest, but I still think it's going to have to do something with Vanestra. Dude, there's no way that Vanestra chick is good. There's no way. I mean, what do you think? I just don't. There has to be another surprise coming.
Oh, of course. Like, even beyond the scope that the fact that the director of the shows, that is her wife that is playing Vanestra, and she's going to do something to give her a bigger role in the show. But yeah, she definitely does have some weird tendencies. Like, you do see something in this episode where she has a little bit of a darkness in her, and then she snaps straight back out of it because the Almighty Mog is present, and she doesn't want to step over his, aura and stuff like that. So I get it, but yeah, maybe she's going to be bad. Maybe, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if not. And then we get just another amazing scene. So we go back.
This guy's going to get an Oscar for this. He's going to get an Oscar, bro.
Yeah, Basil is going to. Yeah, he. Guys, can I get it? Where's Basil? Come on, let me grab it. There it is. So Basil's sniffing around, and he knows, and then he got these moves, dude. Look at these moves. Like, who?
Get an Oscar for it, bro.
Look at this, and then boom, just boom. There it is, Basil. Like, he's like the MVP, dude. Basil is the MVP of the Acolyte. Like, sign me up.
More screen time this episode than any other character. More screen time than anyone else.
Basil. Yeah, I need to buy a Basil toy now. I'm gonna buy a Basil and then two of the little anteater guys. And I'm gonna just set up a little thing for the Acolyte. Poppin said Jedi Pop-Tart might be coming next week. So that'd be
because you don't need a Pip Droid, do you? Because you've already got an iPhone, and that's another useless piece of junk. So yeah, you've already got the Pip Droid.
Yes, that's true. Oh, we're gonna get to that in a minute too. I think we're right there, aren't we? Isn't this when she fixes Pip?
Yeah. I'm leading you into it, bro. It's just
there it is, right there. Look at this. She's fixing Pip. And you want to know how she does it? She holds in volume and hits power, and it restarts it, and then he's good to go, and he's completely wiped. And
I spent $20 once. I took my phone to a store. I spent $20, and that's all the guy ever did. He held the power down button and the volume, and I was $20 down, and my phone was fixed. Like, she should have just done that.
Yeah, that's all you had to do. And here let me help you. Let me help you out, okay?
To erase all content here, so erase phone. And then you should see the Apple logo screen, and this is erasing your phone now.
Can you run a check on the power system?
I mean, there you go. So she obviously watches YouTube. I mean, this is how she figured this out. So they probably had to cut that because of the budget. You know, they only had $180 million. So this high tech stuff they're doing. So I understand they probably cut it. Yeah.
I expected the robot to go, "I am C-3PO, human cyborg relation," but it didn't say it. Why didn't it say that?
It was not C-3PO, and Pip doesn't.
And we didn't have Babu Frick. Babu Frick wasn't messing around in the back and fixing it or anything. Like, what was going? Where was Babu Frick?
Yeah, Babu Frick is like, bro, I ain't getting in the show. I think he's on Basil. He's like Basil.
Maybe Basil ate him. Maybe Basil ate him. Maybe.
Oh God. So yeah, so she resets it like a cell phone, and Pip is back, and now Pip doesn't know because the part I skipped was Pip does actually like squirts like some type of oil or something at her, and that's why she resets him. I'm sorry. Is it I apologize. It reset they, I guess it would be, right? And yeah, so now he's reset, and I guess he has no memory or anything. I don't know. So anyways, moving on. Because this is, I know you guys can't wait to see what happens.
Riveting. Absolutely riveting.
Yeah, we're halfway through the episode already, and look how crazy and great this is. What do? We get these guys go back to his love cave or whatever this is, and we get the big reveal. This is the weirdest, dude. This is the weirdest conversation of all time. They talk about how Yoda, if you remember, Yoda tells Luke in Empire, and he tells Anakin, I think it was Phantom Menace when he's a kid still, talks about how you become part of the dark side. Basically, fear leads to hate leads to suffering and all that good stuff. And this, my man right here, he adds, that desire can lead to the dark side. And he actually throws another word out too. I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, so I mean, they just took Yoda's scene and they basically added their own words to it, I guess. Stupid. But anyways, and then she actually says dark side, which is like probably the first Star Wars thing we've actually heard in this entire series. So she actually does say the word that leads to the dark side. So
but we heard Sith as well when he's talking to Master Soul. He says Sith, and he goes, "That's what you would call me."
That's correct. We do hear that too at the end of the last episode. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, yeah, she didn't want to go in the water, dude. Oh God. All right. Anyways,
I can't reach Headless from here.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Is this a scene we get the back reveal, or we have to go outside? Oh yes, we have to go outside first. We have to go have an argument outside, and and then she's gonna pull the old lightsaber on him and. Cheesy, and there you go, right there. Oh, what a great shot! And dude, that lightsaber to me,
sexual tension is so palpable.
Yeah.
Sexual tension is unreal.
First off, the lightsaber blade looks terrible. It looks like it's an actual one I have in my house. There's no flame. It's terrible. And dude, why is it so friggin' thick, man? Now I understand what people are complaining about. Look how thick that blade is. I think there's actually even a little better shot of that. I think when she turns. I'll see if I can. Yeah, there you go. Dude, look how thick. Dude, it looks like the kind of blade I would throw in my lightsaber. I mean, it looks terrible.
I don't see the difference in the one Balin Skull had.
You don't see the difference?
Balin Skulls was very thick as well when he was fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Ahsoka's, yeah, you're right. I mean, they did. You're right, they did.
But it just looked better with the color. Like, I get what you're saying, but
right. So here, let me. Here, I'm gonna bring this image up.
Balin's was definitely thicker than what we were used to.
It is, but look at the difference in his. So can I? Let me see. Let me just save the image so I can blow it up then for you guys. So Balin save. Okay. So here, let me pull it up. I mean, and this is a pretty big close-up, really. I just think it looks so
Papa says
bad.
that's a T12 fluorescent light from the studio lights.
Right? I mean, to me, it looks so bad.
It does look bad, but I don't know.
And of course, I can't find the image. Oh, you know, why is it still downloading? Here, I'm just gonna pull it up on the website. I don't care. I'll just do it that way. It's easier. I apologize. I have like 1,000 windows open because I'm still working on that video for tomorrow, and I keep pulling tabs off instead of bringing the whole thing up. There we go. All right. I don't know why it's not downloading though. It's kind of odd. All right, I'll just bring it up. It's fine. So, I mean, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, it definitely looks thicker. To me, it still looks a little thinner on top, but
it does look thinner.
Look at the glow, though, dude. At least the glow looks good. Like, when you go back to this, look at this thing, man. It's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you could barely tell it's even red in this image. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a white saber with a red, like someone's forgot to do the background remover and left the red bits on the edge.
Yeah.
If you know, you know, as a YouTuber.
Yeah. And it's funny because, like I said, popping. I mean, honestly, it looks like a fluorescent red light that you would install into the, on your ceiling or something. So, anywho, it's yeah. So they have another argument, and I mean, there's another horrible shot of it. You just look at it; it looks so bad. Like, go pull up Darth Vader. Go pull up
like
Vader's
he grabs her arm and everything, and she doesn't do nothing. She's threatening him, and he just grabs her arm so slowly, and she doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, but this is the part of the conversation where he's kind of trying to seduce her, and that's why he takes her arm like that. I think that's the way I thought that the arm grab was supposed to go. So,
he's still in a couple of tricks from Kristen Cole, doesn't he? And just go straight for the jugular.
Yeah, and there you go, and yeah, so she lets him go, and then we get a shot of Coruscant with once again, remember Coruscant is one of the, if not the busiest like city in Star Wars, right? And at least we got two little planes back here today. Dude, watch the prequels. Do you not remember?
But it's also
where are all these cars, and they're supposed to be in
this is High Republic.
Yeah, there's like 6.
They'll probably build up the planet throughout the years, but I get what you're saying. But
maybe there's like there's like 6 ships, or or cars or whatever. These guys are going. Yeah, we know they're going to the planet, and she's still creeping around. She's like, "Oh, I fixed it. Oh, this is the scene," because now the light goes on, and he's about to tell her something major about her childhood when he was at the planet, and then the light goes on, and then he has to stop talking. Yeah, and remember, he still thinks that this is Osha, because she even says here, "Have you told me everything that happened on Brendok?" And then, like I said, that light goes on, and so I was a little bit early on that, but this is where it happens. So he's gonna go over here now, and we did miss. We missed a sniffing guy, dude. Where's the sniffer at? I don't know. We missed a sniffer. He does it again. Now, do you think? Okay, so here's what we're doing here, guys. So she ends up running to the cockpit when the lights come on, and they are contacting her. And I think what she's about to do is she's about to say that he is the one who killed everybody last episode. I think that's what she's about to say. And then he does end up zapping her, all right, with a stun gun or whatever. Do you think that he knew all along? Do you think he figured it out? Or do you think that Basil is the one who communicated this to him? What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe Basil did, because Basil was rushing to get to him. But also, I think it was the Brendok conversation. I think he's already spoke with Osha about Brendok. And her asking that question, was a thing to him, because you did see a little switch in his personality and stuff. But for me, it was terrible, because we waited 2 episodes for this guy to speak, and he doesn't. Every time he goes to speak, the lights go out, the lights come back on, and then we finally get to talk about Brendok, and it's like, well, we'll do it next week. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It just disappointed. Yeah, I don't know. I think he knew the Brendok conversation.
Yeah, I would like to think that he is. I would like to think that he knew who she was. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, think about the first time we see them together after the last episode is when she's sneaking up on him with that knife, right? And then he kind of like he knows she's there, and then he gives her something to do. So I guess I kind of feel like maybe he knew it was her the whole time. I guess at least I hope he did, because Quimir obviously shows that he knows basically right away. So yes. Phaser set to stun. Then we jump back over here, and he's taking off, and he turns off the comms. I think they had made mention or something. Leave your comms on, and he turns it off. And then Basil doesn't seem like he likes it, and then we see them kind of blast off to hyperspace. And then we head back over here. This is what was the name of the planet again? I don't know why I can't remember this planet name.
Kofar.
What is it? Tofar?
Kofar.
Oh, Kofar. Yeah. That's right. Kofar. So Kofar again is where Kelnaka was. So this is Venestra and our boy Mog. Mog. I'm a Mog. They're gonna go check things out. And Mog he is looking like he's styling. He had the Jedi braid before it was cool, Dude, what a horrible character. And yeah, so they're gonna walk around a little bit. They're gonna walk around and they're, oh man, look at this wide shot. Oh, that's
loved it.
Yeah, you loved it. That was great. Oh, there you go, Ryan. That's for you right there. You like that?
Cinema, bro. Cinema. Total cinema. Burning
trees,
sure. Populated. Everyone, they're all the same thing, just duplicated.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all CGI, by the way.
Correct.
Yeah. So anyway, we go back to the island, and we have another fantastic in-depth conversation where Quimir has to, for some reason, lift his shirt up again. This dude just doesn't want to leave his shirt on. I mean, maybe him and George just get together. I don't know. But we see it somewhere over here. Where you at? Isn't this where it happens? Dude, I don't even know. Okay, no. I thought this was it. Okay, maybe it's later. Because we have to go back again. I could have swore it was right there, but I thought it was when he was working on that mask. So he's trying to repair it. And I saw somebody that say, like, if it was made of cortosis, wouldn't it shut this down too? Well, this doesn't have a kyber crystal in it, so I don't think so. I don't know that much about it, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I might make a video on this though or something, because I was curious too, like, why is this not shutting off? But it was only blocking the kyber, what they call it, a plasma light or something. I think I read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This would have been cool if it was Abeloth, but whatever. So maybe this isn't when he takes his shirt off again. I thought it was.
Yeah, it was. Where'd you get that? She just said it. Where'd you get that scar?
So man, it's quick then, huh? I'm trying to catch it. Man, it's like super duper quick then, because it does not last long.
The power of two, the power of one, the power of many.
Yeah, so he wants dude, this guy basically just wants a friend, it seems like, He's like, yeah, I just want to train somebody. I want a pupil. The dude's lonely, man. He wants a friend. And then she catches the scar, and they talk about that, and it seems or sounds like his master did it to him. They don't really clear it up though, whether it's a Jedi or a Sith or whatever. But this is what happens. So that they have that more of a conversation about that. And what else we got, dude? I mean, it's almost over.
Nothing. You're doing very well.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what else to say. Like, it's just horrible dialogue. Nothing really happens. And I think at one point in this conversation, he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, go try on the helmet. Just go try it on. See if you like it." And then we get to go back here and we get to see this epic death scene. We get to see, look at all these, look at all this death. We get Jackie. For some reason, no one's picked her up in like 24 hours. They just let her sit there. And then eventually we get to see Jord, and we get to cry over that a little bit, which, you know, again, it's impossible. There you go. There's Jord, useless. And then we get to cry over fake Plo Koon and his crew. Like, how are we supposed to care about these characters? Like, do you honestly care about any of these guys? Like Jackie, and that's maybe it. But the problem with Jackie, dude, she has maybe one of the best deaths, and that's like one of the best parts of the series was that death. Now, how is he that fast where he can stab 3 times and everyone else can't? But because that was like super fast. Like if you rewatch that, dude, he's got 3 stabs in her like in like a second. And so maybe maybe Shinhati should have learned, and she could have stabbed Sabine 3 times. But anywho, so we see this absolutely epic, you know, death scene. So here, let's just play this. And so remember, both shows have the same budget. So I just went through remind chat of that. Both shows, same budget. And one of the shows is over an hour every single week. And one show is mostly under 30 minutes every single week. And those are the 2 different shots we get of a death scene. So
and we have flying badass dragons and not stupid beetles that live on trees.
Yes, we don't have, oh gosh, yes.
Same budget, and we have dragons. Remember that.
Yeah. And yes, but yeah, one show does not have special whips. We're about to see that right now. Oh yeah.
How do you know, bro? How do you know that one of these characters isn't going to come out with a whip in season?
So the whip is later, and then, or no, there has to be the whip scene because we're done with the episode. We got.
She's in the woods talking with Jord. There it is. It's there.
Prepare these bodies for. Is that before or after that? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, and this dude looks down like, oh, why can't I pick my lightsaber up that fast? I'm stupid. My name is Mog. I'm half man, half dog. Oh, here, I will play it. Oh yeah, oh man, look at this. Yes, that was incredible. Wow, look at that. There you go. So there's your whip scene that they promoted for about a month, and that's what we get. That is what we get.
He says the final scene of the season is going to be them doing the whip. And then, nay.
Oh, Orc Nork. What's up, brother? I cheer when they die, so the show failed to represent the Jedi properly. Dude, I was so happy when Jord died. I mean, I was, like I said, Jackie might have been the only character that I thought was halfway decent. But we do have, like I said, man, if we can get a spinoff, we have Jedi Hot Pie and we have Jedi Mog. That would be an amazing spinoff. Maybe they go on their adventures together, and maybe do you know what those 2 remind me of, dude? Have you seen the movie? You know who Jay and Silent Bob is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin Smith, yeah. That's what those 2 remind me of, dude. Jay and Silent Bob. I just want to see them hanging outside a convenience store and just talking. It'd be great. I heard the final scene this season. They're gonna do the whip. Oh, I just saw it. I didn't know. I thought you said it. That's funny though. So yeah, man, we have a huge 2 scenes left. So let's skip over here, and she's now locked up. And hey, do you remember in that one movie called The Force Awakens? Remember that one character, Rey? Remember how she uses the Force to unbind herself, and she has, I think, some type of Force powers, or she's at least been trained. You think maybe she might want to do that? I don't know, but I guess maybe Rey's just a stronger Jedi. The best be bringing Jar Jar out of nowhere, dude. Jar Jar, I want Darth Jar Jar. Let's just have Darth Jar Jar just kill everybody. And then we see Palpatine and Jar Jar have a conversation, and they talk about the future and be like, "This is what I need you to do, Jar Jar. I need you to act like an idiot, like Quamir." And he's like, "Oh, Misa, sir, can do that. You know me, you can be an idiot." And then boom, bro, Darth Jar Jar, episode 10, Rey versus Darth Jar Jar. Let's go. Can't wait for Wikipedia to explain that saber whip. Yeah, dude, it is in there. I looked it up already. Because technically it is lore. It was in the expanded universe. And they explain it. They somehow, like, I don't know. It's somehow the not the particles. What's the word I'm looking for? It's somehow the energy is able to be bent, and it's only high force users can do that. So I mean, yeah. Anyways. All right, so we have, and then he's before that the scene ends here. Saul tells her that he is going to tell her something, and she has to listen. So, and then we get back here, and yes, we have Osha, who supposedly was the good guy, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go Darth Vader on you guys, and I'm gonna throw this helmet on, and I'm gonna breathe just like Vader, because I'm better than Vader." And
that was so good.
Yeah, so okay here.
I can't breathe in this thing.
Yeah, so yeah.
I can't see anything either. How did he fight so well in that helmet? How could he see through that?
Dude, he wears a tie. It's fantastic. Thank God we're getting Spaceballs too, because it's got to be better than what we're watching on Disney. So that's how the episode ends. Like I said, I don't even know what else to say. The episode was garbage. It was over in 26 minutes or something like that. It just wasn't even a good episode. Nothing really happened. They both had conversations with the opposite twin. I really think that they probably both knew who they were talking to. And I mean, I don't know, Ryan. Do you think they're just going to flip? Do you think Osha's going to become one of these evil people? I don't know. I mean, I don't think, I'll be honest with you. If Osha flips, she'll probably end up killing Quamir. That's my thought. And then if there is a season 2, she will go ahead and lead that part. And I got a funny feeling too, if that does happen with Osha, I think it all hinges on, my whole theory is it hinges on Osha. If Osha turns evil, I think May is going to die at the end of the season. And it may be Saul who kills her. If my Plagueis stuff doesn't come true, of course. So that's what I'm thinking. That's where I think they're headed with this.
Yeah, I honestly have give up guessing. I've give up. I'm going into the next week with not a single iota of care and not a single iota of interest. I'm just going to go into it and see what it does, because they've clearly, to me, and maybe I'm just solo-minded with it, but they've clearly shown us that you're not to take this serious. This is a comedy show. We are doing things to upset the main gender. We're trying to make our stuff talked about, and you know, it doesn't always have to be good. It doesn't always have to be great. Sometimes if you go down that line of let's piss off as many people as we can, it'll still be viral. It'll still get watched. It'll still make money. It probably isn't making money, to be fair. But yeah, I just don't care. I'm here. I like talking to you about it. I like breaking them down. But like next week, we've got 2 episodes left, and it's like, what the hell?
I just am completely blown away that we are 6 out of 8 episodes done, and this show is $180 million. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Last week, I thought they were fighting in a closet. Like, it seemed so small. That jungle scene, like, it was this big, and they're just all fighting right here. I don't know. I mean, this episode, dude, we have like what, 4 scenes? We have the cave, we have the area they're walking to through the water, we have the spaceship that Soul's on, and then we have we have 5 scenes. We have the room with where Venestra was, and then we have the we have the forest planet again. There's five locations. They all seem super small to me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Yeah. I don't know. We're at an hour. I don't know what else I can even say about this. I just don't like it. I would give this episode a 0. I thought it was, maybe beside episode 3, it was probably the worst episode. Nothing happened. Like, again, if this was half of the episode and then we get the next part, maybe it could be better. I don't know. The whole naked part, dude, it was so weird. Gosh, it was weird. They talk about how, we don't want to show females in this light, but it's okay now to show. This is now what, the second character that we've seen in this episode half naked. The dude was basically naked, and then we get Kylo in the sequels. His shirt's off. When did we ever get? We never saw Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. Okay, yeah, I know we get fine. We get I know we got Anakin Skywalker. We got that one little scene, but it kind of made sense with what he was doing. He had just woken up. He still had his pants on, thank God. And I'm pretty sure that was Attack of the Clones, and this was the romantic part of the saga, I guess, with Padme. So I mean, at least it made sense. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember back then if people were making fun of it. People probably were, because it's weird. Because again, if this is supposed to be a TV show made for kids, like everyone always says, and us man-childs just want to complain about it, well, then keep the shirts on. Keep your heads on and keep your shirts on.
I don't know how you can cut away from seeing a character get beheaded with a tree in the way, but you can clearly show her looking down with her eyes at clearly what she's looking at. So it's a double entendre for me. It's like, if you're going to do that, then stick to not doing that. Or if you're going to show that, then you should have shown us that. And yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I did the show 1 out of 10 for me, or 1 out of 5, however we rate these. The worst episode so far. Like, it's really made me not care for what's coming next.
All right. Well, I will have an amazing video out tomorrow. My interview with Leslie Headland. So definitely want to check that out. It'll be dropping in the morning sometime tomorrow. I just got to finish editing. And that will be out tomorrow. And then we will be live again on Sunday, breaking down a really good show called House of the Dragon, episode 4, titled Dance of the Dragon. So we'll be doing that on Sunday, regular time, right after the episode drops. So approximately 10:15 p.m. Eastern. So we will see you guys there. Ryan will be, you're not hosting this week, right?
I'm on Monday. You'll be on your channel, right?
I was gonna go back to. I skipped Friday, but you're right. On Monday, Ryan will be live.
Charles is hosting Friday. Sorry, Charles is hosting.
Yeah, I skipped. I went in the wrong order. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Sunday, House of the Dragon, right here. Ryan's channel on Monday at 8:00. I will be officially on vacation, but I'm gonna try to at least pop in for a little bit of that, and then Friday is the Horseman on Poppins channel. So, and that's at 9 p.m. Eastern. So, all right, guys. Don't forget to keep those heads on. Stay milky, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Like this video or live or video if you're watching on the replay. And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. And we appreciate you guys spending an hour and 3 minutes with us talking about
the power of 2, the power of many.
Power of many. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. All right, guys, we're out. Have a good one. Don't forget. We'll see you in the next one. I just blew it though, dude. I already set out my lines, So, all right. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.